iPhone 12 Pro has the most powerful Pro camera system ever. Makes it the photographer's iPhone. But do you know all the tips and tricks to make the most out of it? In this video, let's find out. Please consider subscribing to this channel. This channel is all about 360 cameras, DJI drones, Apple products, tech reviews and tutorials. The first tips is the shutter button within the camera app. Not only you can take photos with this button, but you can also shoot videos or burst photos. You don't need to switch to video mode, just press and hold the button and the recording will start. Release the button to stop recording. When you press and hold the button, you can swipe to right to continue to record. Press the button again to stop recording. While recording, you can also press this white button to take photos. If you want to take burst photo, just drag to the left quickly and release to stop shooting. You can see we have just shot 30 photos, and you can now select your favorite one. Tips number 2. You can use the volume up and down buttons to take photos, burst photos, and videos. It is especially useful when you are taking selfie. You can also hold down the volume up button to take burst photo, and hold down the volume down button to take videos until you let go. Tips number 3. You can use the camera app on your Apple Watch to control your camera. The camera app on your iPhone will start automatically. Now you can press the shutter button on your Apple Watch to take photos or videos. You can also adjust some settings like timer. Let's set to 3 seconds. You can switch to front or rear camera as you like. Turn on and off the flash, and turn on and off the live photos and also HDR setting. In video mode, you can also set which camera to use and flash setting. Tap the shutter button on your Apple Watch to start recording, and tap again to stop recording. You can also preview your photos on your Apple Watch. Tips number 4. Zoom options. On iPhone 12 Pro and iPhone 12 Pro Max, there are 3 cameras: the ultra wide lens, the wide angle lens, and the tele lens. You can tap on the icons to select which lens you want to use. You can also use your fingers to zoom in and zoom out like this. Another way is to bring up the wheels and swipe through from 0.5 to 1 and 2.5x optical zoom, and even up to 12x digital zoom. When you are done adjusting the scope, you can then swipe down the wheel. I love adjusting the scope in this way because I feel like I'm using a physical camera. Tips number 5. Autofocus and focus lock. Actually, the autofocus on iPhone 12 is quite fast and accurate. But if you want to do a focus lock, you can tap on the objects that you want to lock, then it's done. To release the auto lock, just type on the screen and tap on the new objects that you want to lock the focus. Okay, Iron Man, I know you are tired. I'll give you a break now. Tips number 6. Portrait mode. In the portrait mode, you can adjust lighting effects, There are 6 effects you can choose from. And here you can adjust the aperture. For now, I just leave the aperture setting as it is. Don't worry, actually these settings can be adjusted after taking the photo. If you edit the photo, you can now adjust the lighting effects and also the aperture setting. After completing the adjustment, you can click Done to save your changes. Here is the comparison, before and after the edit. I really like this hairstyle. Don't be angry, Iron. The new features is that you can now shoot portrait mode in low light. That's what we call the light mode portrait, which is available for all 3 lenses. Again, you can now adjust the light effects and aperture settings as you like. Tips number 7. Night mode. In low light situation, you can see the light mode icon in the top left corner. iPhone will decide the ideal shutter speed for you. But you can still adjust the shutter speed manually to make it faster or slower. Tips number 8. Aspect ratios. Slice up to show the menu. You can choose square, which is 1:1, 4:3, or 16:9. After shooting, you can change the aspect ratio by editing the photos. For example, if you take a photo in 16:9 and later you want to change the format, you can crop it to 4:3 without losing any quality. Tips number 9. Other features. In case you don't know, there are a number of settings you can adjust in the camera interface. For example, the flash. You can turn it on and off. You can turn on and off the HDR and live photo. If you swipe up, you can set the flash, live photo, aspect ratio, exposure, timer, and also add some filters. And if you see the green light here, it means that the camera is on or some apps are using your camera. Just be aware of that. Another great feature is that you can preserve the last mode, such as video, rather than automatically set to photo when you open the camera app next time. How to set it? Go to Settings and Camera and Preserve Settings. You can turn on the camera mode to preserve the last mode. You can also preserve the exposure adjustment rather than automatically reset. If you found this video useful, please consider subscribing to this channel or like this video. Please leave any comments below. I will be doing more testing and comparison on the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Stay tuned. Last but not least, stay safe and healthy. Bye.